Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of many videos to come that I am titling Girl Talk, which I love. I love to get together with a group of women and just talk about anything and everything, whether it's my mom, my sister, my aunts, my cousins, my friends, whoever. I just love talking to other women about stuff. And so obviously this is not just for girls. If you are some of my guy friends, go ahead and watch this video. I mean, it's just girl talk, just the saying girl talk bit. Obviously it's not strictly just for women. If you're a guy and you want to talk about something that I'm talking about or want to put your input, obviously you still can. It's not a big deal. It's just what I'm calling these videos. And so I love girl talk. I can't get enough of girl talk. I need more girl talk in my life. So I thought it'd be really fun to do these videos and just talk to you guys and be more personal and just, you know, get things off my chest and have a conversation with you guys. You guys may not always agree with what I have to say, and that is perfectly okay with me. You don't have to agree with everything that I'm talking about or agree with all my opinions. Obviously, I'm not that, like, I know not everybody's gonna agree with me. I'm realistic like that, so I'm not gonna be offended or hurt if you disagree with me and you put it in the comments below. I actually would love to talk to you about anything, and just feel free. Like, this is, I just want, anything goes, and I just want to talk to you guys basically. So I thought it'd be really fun to do videos like this, and I'm really excited about it. And so the first topic that I decided to talk about is something that pretty much everyone goes through or deals with, and that is insecurities, or being insecure about something. And so it's something that everybody goes through. I mean, people are lying if they're like, oh, I'm not insecure about anything and like everything's great. Like, they're just straight up lying, because everybody, there's at least one thing that you want to improve or make better. And so some people have a lot of insecurities, some people don't really have that many. And the insecurity that I'm going to talk to you guys about, and it's something that I have been dealing with for a long time, but just recently it started coming up even more, and it started bothering me even more. So, and that is my weight. And I know you guys are looking at me like, what the hell, like, you're so skinny, what are you complaining about? And the reason why I deal with my weight is because I am super thin. Like, you guys just see my face, but you don't see my body on camera. And I've always been really, really thin ever since I was a little girl. Like, I've always dealt with being, I guess you would say, underweight. And so it doesn't, like, it's never really bothered me so much. Like, I'm just kind of like, I just always dealt with it, because I feel like that's just my genetics. That's just the way I am, and there's not really much I can do about it. So I've always just kind of just went with the flow. And I've always thought, well, my mom would always tell me, and so would my sister would always tell me, well, when you get older, you'll gain weight because your metabolism slows and, you know, it won't be such a big issue. Well, I'm already going to be 29 years old, just to put that out there. I'm going to be 29 and I'm still the same. Just so you guys know, I weighed myself recently and I was 100 pounds. And when I weighed myself, I got really depressed, because I haven't been 100 pounds since freshman year in high school. That's the last time I was 100 pounds. And mind you, I've already had 2 babies, okay? I have 2 babies and nothing. I like didn't gain weight. I thought, oh, you know, I'll have kids and I'll gain weight and it'll be all good. And no, no, I lost weight right after I had them. Like, and I'm one of the very few women who actually prefers my pregnant body over my regular body. Like, I was talking to my friend Lupe the other day and I was telling her, yeah, like, I enjoy being pregnant. I like being pregnant because I like having curves. I like being round around the edges. Like I like being, you know, having full hips and a fuller bust and just being, you know, like softer in the face. And she was just kind of like, really? Because I guess not a lot of women like being pregnant or like their pregnant body. And I do, because, you know, I feel more womanly. I feel like when I'm not pregnant and just my regular body, or just the way I am, I guess, I feel like I have more of a boyish figure. And I feel like I'm always gonna look like I'm 14. Like I'm not gonna ever look like an actual woman because I'm so super thin. And so it's always been an issue for me. I've always just kind of just dealt with it, but recently it's been bothering me a lot. So like I said, I've dealt with it practically my whole life, and just recently it just started to really bother me because I felt like, okay, when am I going to gain weight? Like, am I ever going to gain weight, or I'm just going to have to deal with this or be this way for the rest of my life? Because to be honest with you, like, I don't mind being thin, but it's not my ideal body. Like, I feel like I could look a lot better if I just would gain weight. And I've struggled with gaining weight, and I think it's because for the longest time, it's like I've had a lot of stomach issues, and like I feel like they were just untreated. And because whenever I would eat certain things, it would make my stomach hurt, or, you know, I would get digestive problems. And so I love food. It's like I love food. I love to cook. I love the Food Network. I love to just eat. Like, that's my favorite thing, is to eat something that I really like. And so it's not like I have a certain diet, but I kind of am forced to have a certain diet because certain foods make me sick or make me feel gross. And like for the longest time, I would force myself to eat and then I would get sick. And so I've been, you know, struggling with gaining weight and all that. And there's one thing that I want to talk about that could be controversial, but I think I have to put it out there, coming from somebody that's very, very skinny. And I feel like people that are very, very skinny like me are targeted in a way where people think it's okay to make comments like, oh, you're so skinny, or you must not eat a lot, or, you know, people would just say comments like that and think it's okay, like, just because I'm thin. But honestly, it's not okay, like, to point anybody's weight, whether you're skinny, whether you're overweight. Like, it's not okay to mention things like that and try to, you know, try to be passive aggressive about it. Because for the longest time, people would always be like, you're so skinny. And it's just like, okay, like, why are you pointing that out to me? I obviously know that, you know what I mean? And so for the longest time, people would always talk about me or say things like, she must not eat, or she's anorexic, she's bulimic, even though I've never been any of those things my entire life. And I just want to say that it's not okay. Like, you don't tell me that I'm so skinny, or, and so I know that, like, right after I had my kids, or like when I was pregnant, I'm sure that a lot of people were probably thinking that I wasn't eating, and that I wasn't feeding the babies and stuff like that, because, you know, I was just all belly. But, you know, my babies, both of them were healthy babies, average weight. Either of them were not underweight, so that's just how my body is. Like, I was just all belly, and none of the weight really went anywhere else. And then once I had the babies, like, it just came off. And I remember one of my neighbors would always be like, how are you so skinny? And like, why are you so skinny after you had the baby and I can't lose weight? And I was just like, well, you know, I don't know. Like, the baby came out and I lost weight. And I know that breastfeeding has a lot to do with it, and I nursed my daughter as well as my son. I nursed my son a lot more than I did my daughter. And when I had my son, I was actually kind of excited because with him I had a cesarean. I didn't have him naturally, and I had to have him cesarean, by the way, because he was breech. And I was actually a little bit excited because all my old jeans didn't fit me. And my son was already like 3 or 4 months old. So I was like, oh, you know, finally I'm going to have some of this baby weight is going to stay. And so, like, you know, I was like, finally some of this baby weight is going to stay on me and it's not going to come off. And so, like, I was really excited about that. But then, you know, I was just going through some things. Like, I was a little bit depressed because, like I said before, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have a job. I just stay here and I take care of my kids. And I don't have my own house. I live with my in-laws. And so, basically, my room is my house. And so, like, I'm just confined in this little area for most of the day. And I was just getting a little bit depressed. I was feeling really lonely, disconnected with people. And, like, I just was wasting my life, basically. Like, I wasn't doing anything. Like, it's like, well, obviously I want to stay home and take care of my kids because I don't want them to go to daycare. You know, that's not going to change. I'm going to stay at home and take care of my kids. But, like, I just don't feel like I'm contributing in any way, like, to the world, I guess, because I don't have a job. I'm not doing anything, you know. I keep having to stop and then I forget what I was saying. Oh, okay, so I'm just here and I'm not doing anything, and so I was feeling a little bit depressed, and I think that had a lot to do with the fact that I was losing so much weight. And the reason why I was super depressed is because I had weighed myself, and like I said, I weighed 100 pounds, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, how is this possible? And so I was feeling really depressed about that. And so what I decided to do was, I'm like, I just need to go to the doctor. I need to see if there's anything wrong with me as far as, like, stomach issues, because, like I said before, I feel like I have untreated digestive type of issues, that maybe I have something and I don't know that I have something, and that could be affecting it. So I was like, I just need to take matters into my own hands, and I need to speak to a nutritionist. I need to go to the doctor. And so what I ended up doing was emailing my doctor and saying, hey, this is my issue. I weighed myself. I'm only 100 pounds. I feel like I need to gain weight, but it's very hard for me to gain weight because every time I eat certain things, I either get very gassy, where I get cramps and my stomach hurts. I'm sorry if this is a little FYI, I'll get, you know, the runs, or, you know, I just feel sick to my stomach when I eat, and I'm not able to eat large portions because I'll get sick to my stomach. And I just basically broke it down for her that it's very hard for me to gain weight, and I would like to gain, or I would like to be at 125 pounds if there is a nutritionist that I could speak to about it. And so I made that appointment with her, and she suggested for me to keep a what does she call it, a food diary, or just something where I write down everything that I eat so that I can see if certain foods are making me feel sick. And so I ended up finding this app that has been super helpful for me. I don't know if there are some of you out there that are dealing with the same thing that I'm dealing with. I know that usually when girls talk about weight, it's the other way around and people want to lose weight, but I, on the other hand, want to gain weight. That is where I'm struggling. I need to gain weight. And so actually this can be, if you're trying to lose weight, you can use this app too. It's just like a food diary type of app, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's called My Diet Diary, and it's this one right here. It's a little apple, like an apple, And so this has been helping me. I have been logging everything that I eat, like, and in this app I noted that I want to gain, or I want to be at 125 pounds by May. And so it tells me how many calories I need to eat every day if I want to gain that much weight. So this can also be if you want to lose weight. So if you want to weigh a certain amount of pounds at a certain month or a certain time frame, you just put it in here and it will tell you how many calories that you need to eat every day. And so you just push this little button, and what I like about this app, it is so detailed. It has a little input for everything. It has one for water if you drink water that day. If you want to put your weight, if you want to track your weight daily or however much you want to weigh yourself. If you exercise, and then your food. And so for food, it has a little spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack. And you can put as many snacks as you want. Even though there's just one here, you can add more than that. And so for breakfast, you can here it'll save the food that you eat all the time. So here it'll have a list of all the foods that you eat. If you want to put something, if you want to search for it, there's a search right there. Or what I really like about this is that it has this little UPC. You click that and then you can scan, like, let me see, oops, like say you have a drink. You can scan the barcode, so then you just scan it and then it'll pull it up right there. Sometimes it doesn't have everything that you scan, but for the most part you can just scan stuff and it'll have it there. So you'll just put everything that you eat and then it just adds up all the calories for you. So I'll show you what I ate today. So here was my breakfast. I had a shake, I had some scrambled eggs. So like it'll just tell you what you ate. It'll ask you if you had any water, yada yada. And so I just think it is super useful. It has been helping me so much. And when I started this last week, I weighed 106 pounds. And then when I weighed myself last night, I was 111 pounds. So already I am getting really good results just by using that little app right there. It's helped me so much. I can't believe how much it has helped and how fast I'm getting results. And so I have been able to eat a lot more and not get sick. Just little by little, I have been able to consume more food. And I don't know if it was all in my head before, because I haven't been experiencing, well, that's a lie, because I did experience cramps the other day. My stomach was hurting, and so I don't know. I've already went to the doctor to get my blood work done. I just need to go to a follow-up to get the results of all my blood work to see if I could have some sort of disease. I don't know what my doctor said it was, but anyway. That has been helping me a lot, and I just wanted to share that app with you guys because it is so helpful. And yeah, I've been getting results. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing my weight gain journey, but if you guys are interested in that, I would definitely do a video on it, like a before and after. I am trying to do like a full body makeover type of thing because I'm trying to exercise, so I'm trying to gain weight but also turn all that weight into some sort of muscle. I don't want to be buff or anything like that. I just want to be fit and strong and healthy, because even though I'm super thin, like I'm not a healthy person at all. I cannot even do any physical activity for more than 10-15 minutes because I'll be huffing and puffing, and yeah, I'm just not an active person. I'm not like an outdoor girl. I don't like going on hikes. I don't like doing all that stuff. Like, I'd rather just be inside. I'm the most laziest person you will ever meet, which is ironic because like I can't gain weight, but yet like I don't exercise, I don't do anything. Like, I'm the biggest couch potato you will ever see in your entire life. You name a show, I've seen it. You name a movie, I've seen it. Like, I love to watch TV. What can I say? TV is my life. Deal with it. But yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I feel like, you know, a lot of people just look at others and think like their life is perfect, or like you may look at someone and be like, man, I just wish I was them, like if they don't have any problems or they don't go through things. But I mean, all of us have something about ourselves that we don't like, or we want to improve, or just, you know, something that bothers us. And for me, it happens to be my weight. Like, I just don't like it when people make these comments that I don't eat, or like, you know, they just assume that like, oh, I'm doing it on purpose or something. I think people assume that like I really do have some sort of eating disorder, or like, you know, like I really do feel like people think that. And like, you shouldn't care what other people think about you. Like, honestly, who cares what people think? But it's not so much what people think, it's what I feel. Because I honestly, you guys know, I don't care what other people think. I mean, I had blue hair, I had purple hair, and you know, as long as you're happy, it doesn't matter. And as long as you like it, it doesn't matter. But unfortunately, I really don't like the way it looks. So when somebody makes a comment like that, I feel like it's a jab, like they're just doing it on purpose. And so it is one thing that I've been dealing with my whole life, and hopefully I can fix it and I can gain some weight. And I hope I do, because I've already been getting a lot of great results just by using that little app. And I am seriously so determined to weigh 125 pounds by May, and I think I'm gonna hit that before then. But I just set a goal for 125, and we'll see how I look and how I feel. I might even want to gain some more, so we'll see. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and you know, just talk about stuff that we don't like, you know. And it's okay. It's okay to be like, I don't hate myself. Like, I don't have like self-loathing problems or anything like that. But it's just something that's always been in the back of my mind, and always something that I have wanted to fix about myself. And so yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and hopefully this video helped you in any way. Or, you know, if you guys want to talk about something that maybe you're insecure about, then we can just talk about that and just get it off of our chest. Like, let it out there, let it free. And I feel like talking about stuff just helps so much, because like, the only person that I really have to talk to on a daily basis is my husband. Like, he's the only person that I can talk to about these things. And like, I was just talking to him about it and just saying, because you know, my husband is super sweet. He loves me the way I am. Like, he's never once ever complained about the way I look. And you know, he's always even said that he liked the way I looked. Like, you know, that's what he loved about me. And he doesn't even care. Like, you know, I'm always just like, oh. And I think also because just the fact that I've had kids, and like, your body changes, and you're just like going from big to small, and then big and then small, and then you're just all crazy. Like, having babies, it's crazy. Your hormones are out of control. And so but he's never once like made me feel insecure about myself. If anything, he's always, like, literally, he's always all up on me. He doesn't leave me alone ever. And so yeah, like, he's great. Like, he doesn't make me feel the way I really do feel, like, deep inside. And so like, I tell him all the time, like, oh, I don't like the way I look, I feel like I look weird, or this and that. And he's always just like, you're fine, like, don't worry about it. But you know, I'm doing it for myself. Like, I just want to be heavier for myself, just so I can feel great, you know. Like, oh, alright, so my battery's gonna die, so I have to wrap it up. So I hope that this video was helpful for you guys in any way. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and listening, and just, you know, hopefully you guys leave me some comments below so we can chat about things, and then also let me know what you guys want me to talk about in our next girl talk video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.